Hey guys, thanks for coming by Any Old Thing. We are in our this is our little lake house. Julie might pan around a little bit here for you and let you see that definitely any old thing will do. You don't have to have something big and fancy to have a good time. This is the kitchen living room, and as you can see, this is a tiny little kitchen, but we have a really good time here. I've got a party tomorrow night. I'm doing a shrimp recipe. I call it Clyde's Shrimp, and that's just because it's my old boss that put this thing together. You can see all the ingredients on the website. I've got them all mixed up here. Mainly all I want to show you here is the consistency after I mix this thing, which is probably the toughest thing to get. The oil, the Worcestershire, the ketchup, and everything in here, it doesn't like to bind together. So you can see how that oil is rising to the top. You really have to sit here and whisk this and keep spinning and keep whisking and keep spinning. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but at the end of the day, it's pretty much everybody's favorite, I would say, hors d'oeuvre that I make. It's just a small hors d'oeuvre for tomorrow. So when I finish whisking this thing up, I'm going to show you the consistency of it, and then I'm going to show you what we do with the shrimp to put it in there. And I think you guys, anything you cook this for or make this for, it's fantastic. So we'll see you back in just a second. Okay guys, we're back. I want you to come over here, check this out a little bit. We'll try to get you a before and after, a good before and after. But see how that binded together? You can barely see the oil coming through at all. It looks like it's just mixed all together. So we got a little Paul Prudhomme's Seafood Magic. Probably, I don't know, you can get it just about at any grocery store. There is really no method to the Paul Prudhomme's. It's really up to you as to how much you want to put in there. I like a good bit in there. I also like, at the end of the recipe, you'll see more ketchup or more Worcestershire sauce. That's totally up to you as well. I like mine a little twangy, I call it. So I always, at the end, add a little more Worcestershire and a little more ketchup. But I like to start my base and then kind of go from there. So I've got the Paul Prudhomme's mixed in. I'm just going to do a taste. It's really pretty good. It's almost a little too much. So we're going to add in a little ketchup. Just a little more. Let that go from there. Now, as far as your shrimp is concerned, you don't have to get real fancy with any kind of shrimp. You don't even have to cook the shrimp. Cooking the shrimp can kind of be a pain. A lot of people overcook it. I just get frozen shrimp. This is just from our local grocery store. Buy some frozen shrimp. I like it, cooked, peeled. It's got the tails on them. Now, I ultimately take the tails off of these, and I'll show you a quick way to do that. But they come in frozen. They're already cooked. Just throw you some hot or cold water in there. It doesn't really matter. It'll take them just about maybe 2 minutes to thaw out. Peel the tips off of them. Stick them in there, or peel the tails off of them, I'm sorry. Stick them in there. It's going to marinate 24 hours. It doesn't matter whether they're fresh or not, in my opinion. And it doesn't really matter, if you don't have the time. Like I said, a lot of these recipes are about being quick, fast, getting you something going. This is for a party tomorrow. This probably took me about, 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes max to make. I'll peel all these tails, stick it in here. We're going to cut 2 onions up. I'll show you that in a minute. That'll be the last thing. So just, we'll see you in just a second. Let me get these things all thawed out. Okay guys, we're back. As you can see, I just got through cutting some onions, so I'm in a little bit of pain and crying. Anyway, I cut these onions in half and did some thin slices. The idea behind this, you can see, come on in here. You can cut them as thin as you want or as thick as you want, depending on how much you like the onions. Some of them are going to be thicker. The idea behind these onions are that when you do get a piece of shrimp, whether it be a large or jumbo, you get you a piece of onion with it, and you eat them together. And that's what's made, even people that don't like onion love it, because this stuff, it sits in there, and we'll show you after it's done, 24 hours. We'll get you a cut of this tomorrow. But after it sits in here, this stuff gets real translucent, not very crunchy, but still has a little bit of crunch to it, and it's perfect. Now, as far as the shrimp is concerned, I've added in here in just some warm water, cold and warm. Pretty simple. If you can get it like this peel, grab your shrimp. You can see the tails on it. Just grab the back, pinch. It's done. It only take you, I don't know, I can probably do this whole bag in about 5 minutes max. But again, well, if I can get one with a whole tail on it, Tail's on there, just pinch it off. Well, none of them are coming out with a tail. And there we go. There's a full tail. Grab it, pinch. There you go. Throw them in there, mix them up. We'll give you another shot when they're done before we put them in the refrigerator, and we'll show you tomorrow. See you in a minute. Hey guys, welcome back. I want to show you the shrimp. It's the next day. Come on up, Julie, and just let them see the consistency and what it looks like. So you can see what it's done after the fact. And then, Gayleen, you want to come try this?
I would love to.
Tell me if it was good as last time.
The best shrimp I've ever had.
Alright guys, thanks for coming by. We'll see you next time on Any Old Thing. Thanks.